right, so I'm killing the lesbian.
You ever taken Dayquil and NyQuil at the same time? Mellow you right out.
Hold on. Are you wait? So just to be clear, because I'm dense, right? We're talking about dick size.
Pussy can take a pounding, you know what I'm saying? It fucking bleeds every month. Like, it's actually like one of the toughest body parts ever. But if you like barely touch a testicle, you're on the ground.
So there was one that fucked me up. It was on like we were watching Disney or some shit, and these girls are all sitting there, and they're in bikinis, and they walk up, and they have a tiny little bonsai bush in front of them, and it's right over their crotch. And what do? They pull out the brand new Schick blade, and they start shaving the bush. It is the funniest shit I ever seen.
All right, I got one for you. BMK, Bang, Marry, Kill. You ready? You got a high-maintenance adrenaline junkie with no sense of smell, and she's a 10. Did you get all that?
Yep.
Okay.
The second one is a girl who was a lesbian her whole life until she met you, but she is deathly afraid of hot dogs and the color teal, and she's a 10. You got all that information right?
Sure.
Okay. Lastly, the blowjob champion of 2015, but she has multiple personality disorder, and one of her personalities is Kim Jong-il. She's also a 10. Bang, Marry, Kill. Go.
All right, so I'm killing the lesbian.
Oh.
Why?
Wow.
That was quick.
You do realize she's technically a virgin, right? With heterosexual sex? Okay.
I mean, regarding penetration, I mean, like lesbians like penetrate each other with toys.
He's
That's
making
fair.
a fist.
No,
He's
that's-
making a fist. Does everyone see that?
But that is fair. That's true. That's true.
So
Okay,
she's not
fair.
a virgin.
You got me.
Yeah.
You got me there
She
on a
could
technicality.
betray you at any moment.
Oh. Ooh. So
That's
it's
any
just
woman.
The
so
women
it's just
do outnumber the men.
it's just because of her sexuality. It's not because she's afraid of hot dogs and teal.
Nope, because she's lesbian.
Who gives a fuck if they're teal?
So she's gonna freak out every time she sees a hot dog or teal.
Who cares?
I don't care about that. What I care about is she going to confuse hot dog and dick.
Yes, that was the joke I was setting up. But anyway, she's
Snickers
gonna kill
bar
her.
for me,
Keep
man.
going. All right. So okay, you're gonna kill the lady who was a lesbian her whole life.
Yep.
Who's next? And you got to marry one and kill one.
No, I'm killing the lesbian.
Oh, I'm sorry. Right. You got to marry one, bang one.
Probably having sex with. Damn, what was the first one again? I'm sorry.
Oh man, that's
Dude,
why
that
I
was a
kept
lot of
asking.
information.
I know. That's why.
It was an adrenaline. The first one was adrenaline junkie with no sense of smell, but
Good.
she's also a 10.
Good job.
And the last one was I forget.
The blowjob champion of 2015.
All right.
But she's has multiple personality disorder, one of which is Kim Jong-il. I just said that in a very Korean
That's
accent.
fine.
And
You
I'm
did.
very,
Yeah.
I'm a
I would have
little
knew that was you on the telephone.
We're going to come back to the Korean talk.
Definitely banging the blowjob champion, and I'll marry the person.
Adrenaline
Adrenaline
junkie.
junkie. She can't smell stuff though. Her butt.
I don't. Why
her
is that a
butt,
con?
Her
Why is
butt,
that-
her vagina, her gooch, her underarms. It all stinks.
Great.
You
That's what
still
I'm
have to-
here for. I tell her, hey, your crack stinks. Go wash
Also,
it.
even if you can't smell, it's like there's basic hygiene that people do anyways.
No, not if you can't smell.
yes.
Wait, you?
All right, PJ, what are you gonna do?
No, there's too many caveats here. If you would take the hot dog away, it would make it a lot easier.
Yeah, it's riddled with twists and turns.
Yeah, but
this
the
bang,
hot
marry,
dog is
kill.
like one demographic. If you're like any shade
cares about
darker
hot
than
Why
a
don't
hot
you say
dog,
she's
you're
afraid
fine.
of hamburgers or something?
Oh, I'm
How about
sorry.
this?
I'm
How about
sorry.
this? Instead of
I'm sorry, Scorsese didn't direct my BMK. Just answer the question. Who are you
no,
gonna
because
marry,
it pisses
kill?
me off the hot dog dick comparison. If you would have said every time
Well, with
she's
you, it'd be a Vienna,
stop,
and she'd be okay.
Wait, if you would have said every time she's a hamburger, she punches you violently. It would make this a lot easier.
All right, who are you gonna do?
Can I change it to hamburger and violent punches?
No, do the first
Okay,
one.
then I'm killing that broad. Even no, wait.
You're killing the hot dog, bro?
Wait, because
That's what
I
she
take
said.
this seriously. This is not just some bullshit. Marriage is a sacred vow.
Oh my God, Pac, who you banging?
Okay, I'm definitely banging the hot dog girl. Yeah, the lesbian, right? That was a lesbian, right? Definitely banging her, killing the multiple personality person.
Wait. Oh, let's unpack the banging the lesbian. You want to have sex with a lesbian?
So this is a one-off, right? Yes, I want to say in my list of things that I've ever done, I've banged the lesbian, but I don't need to ever like marry her in order to like have that kind of conflicted, like, oh, but what if she, leaves me for another one? I won't ever have to. So it's just one of those cool things. Like
I
check
don't
mark.
like this because I agree with him.
And I don't like it because I disagree with him.
No, so I'm taking two
I
from
feel
his.
like I'm gonna be liberal on this.
Oh.
How is having sex with a lesbian any different than having sex with a woman? Like a regular
it's just
woman.
one of those cool things. Like, oh, by the way, I had sex with a lesbian. You know, like I was good enough to turn her.
It's on my
kind of
list.
thing.
Lesbian,
No.
tax mom.
She's just
Yeah.
curious.
They're on
She's like,
there,
I've
so.
seen some dicks, and she liked you enough to
Wait,
let you
what?
bang
What?
her.
Wait, hold on. What? hold on. What? Well, I'm not objecting. I didn't hear you.
All I'm saying is like she's seen some dicks, and like when she saw you, she was like, I could probably handle that.
Oh.
I'm okay with that. You know,
Bring
like
me that number 2
shouldn't be.
pencil.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
shouldn't
exactly.
be.
I'm okay with that. You know, like if that's what she believes, if that's what
All right.
if my dick is the one where she's like, okay, I'm okay with that. Yeah, why not?
I would love to have just a psychologist come and just play every episode we've ever done, and then do. Can we do that?
We can.
Can we have a psychologist listen to?
So-
just hear me out,
Well,
please.
what are you trying
Please
to
hear me
figure
out.
out?
Listen, we'll have a psychologist listen to every single episode, and then they'll do like a profile on each one of us.
Maybe
That's
we can
not
get them to
gonna
come in
happen.
and sit.
We can't afford that.
No, we would have to do somebody.
we
like
get
It's-
a
okay,
graduate
Actually,
student or some
so
shit?
I have something kind of like that, but it's gonna be $12 a piece.
I think I can swing it.
All right, word. I have something for that.
What
then.
is this?
It's called the Ready. RHETI. It's a personality test. It's actually.
Oh, I've
very-
already
Is it
done
based
that.
off of the?
I'm the commander.
There's no such thing as.
Is that not the one?
No, so there's one
Are
through
you,
nine.
is this based off the whole INFJ? You know, like
No,
the
Myers Briggs is.
Myers Briggs.
Myers-Briggs. Yeah, that's the
That's
one.
a
I did.
terrible system. And it's too static.
Well, it says I'm the commander, so it's pretty accurate.
ENTJ. Yeah, I'm
Thanos
very
the
familiar with
commander?
that.
Yes.
However, like this is way.
What does it
better.
say you are?
I'm
Why do we have to
The
pay
Oreo.
$12 for this?
I'm also an ENTJ.
We can't.
Oh,
We can't just.
kind of ruins
Oh,
it for me.
BickerBotsPodcast@gmail.com. If you are a psychiatrist or a budding psychiatrist, let us know.
But this,
Yeah.
But this
Okay,
is way
okay.
cheaper and faster.
We can do
And we
both
take a
though.
test.
But we could do both.
We could do both.
But yeah, so if you're a student or a psychologist or a psychiatrist, I don't know the difference.
One
not
can
smart.
prescribe meds, one
But
can't.
you're so proud of yourself. Aren't
I
you?
am.
So if you want to like listen to these episodes,
I
and
was
then
in law school too.
oh my goodness,
Don't-
you got the
don't
T-shirt
lie.
for that semester
oh my
he went.
God.
If you want to break down a profile of each one of us and then send it to us to read, that would be awesome.
No, you
and
know
there
what,
might be a
what's gonna
T-shirt in
happen?
it for you.
You know what's gonna happen? Like some random kid is gonna he's gonna profile each and every
Done.
one of us. Just
That would be
draw a
hilarious.
dick for every Wild's dick. You know, like PJ, small dick.
I was on board with his bullshit until he did that.
Only 51% of it is small.
How does that even look like? Can you imagine this malform? Like no, I'm not gonna manage that. I'm imagine that. And now I'm imagining it. It's kind of grotesque.
I'm only 51%. You're 97%.
okay.
As you say, he's okay with that.
I know.
Look at the contempt
All right.
on his face.
Are you going to answer the question? Or
Yes.
you just give
So
up?
no, I definitely killed the multiple personality girl.
I think you're
bang
just doing
the
that because you
lesbian.
hate Koreans. Because she's Kim Jong Il as one of her.
First of all, okay. Well, hold on. Multiple personality disorder.
Yeah.
Multiple personality
Multiple.
disorder.
She's got
I am not dealing with that much
she's got like
baggage.
48.
One person's baggage is enough. All right. 17
Well, she's
of
a
them.
blowjob champion.
I can
champion.
teach. Hey, there's something called you can teach a girl to.
No,
well, okay. You know what? I'm
cannot
not gonna.
teach. You
I'm
either-
not gonna. I'm not
There's
gonna go
two
into that.
kinds of women
I'm not
in this
gonna- I'm
world.
not
There's
gonna-
women
I'm
that
not-
like to suck dick, and there's women that do it to please their man. Which one do you want?
Both. Either.
You know,
Don't give a
blowjobs
fuck.
are overrated. Blowjobs are overrated. There, I said it.
Wow.
I said
Get
it.
the
Yeah,
fuck out of
seriously,
the
yeah,
house.
you're
Blowjobs
done.
are overrated. All right.
Yeah. Asexual
So-
blowjobs
so-
suck, I imagine.
Hold on, because now you're implying that I give the blowjobs.
I mean, I see you
hold
doing
on.
Pilates and shit.
I do Pilates.
Yeah, aren't you like
The
a
only
Pilates
person who
man?
was doing anything remotely close was you on that floor doing those yoga morning rises, morning glory stretches. All right,
Hey.
shut the fuck up. All right?
He was doing yoga 1 hour ago. Just
Exactly.
saying.
Tight. I mean, stretch.
So at this
Oh,
time,
I'm tired.
I would.
I'm gonna spread out my pelvic floor. That's exactly what you're doing.
Jesus
Pecs
Christ.
going in.
Anyways,
trigger
and
At
I
this
would-
time, I would like to apologize to our albino listeners.
Albinos.
Yeah, Pax said they give lousy blowjobs, so
Oh.
just wanted to.
Well, are you saying all albinos are asexuals?
No, I'm saying you said you've had nothing but bad blowjobs, and if you've only been blown by albinos,
I've never said that.
that's where I was getting.
What are you going to do?
You're making a lot of assumptions. The lesbian.
That's one
and then
semester
marry
of
the
lawyership for you.
smellless chick.
You're going to marry the who? The adrenaline junkie? All right. I feel like we've beat this one to death.
Yeah, next.
Oh, fuck me, I guess. We'll just move on.
Well, you never even picked. You like,
God damn it, I'm fourth in line here. I'm waiting my fucking term like a
all
goddamn
right, wow,
adult.
Who you got?
No, I wrote it. I'm not going to answer it.
All
You
right,
guys.
PJ.
Why the fuck would you skip over me to go to him? What the fuck?
All right, PJ, what's your answer? What are you going to do?
I don't want to play anymore.
Do you want me to rename it? Adrenaline junkie with no sense of smell.
No, I don't need the fucking things again. I'll marry the adrenaline junkie
Okay.
because she's a 10.
They're all
All
10s.
10s.
Yes, thank you. Fucking shut up. I'm marrying the adrenaline junkie purely because she's a 10. That's the reason I'm marrying her. I'm fucking taking the world-class blowjob, and then I'm killing whatever the other one
Wait,
was.
you're
I don't-
marrying the
lesbian?
one with the crazy?
The adrenaline junkie?
No.
No,
You said
He's got them all mixed up.
I'm marrying the adrenaline junkie.
Yeah.
I'm
You're gonna
taking, I'm banging, I'm getting the world-class blowjob.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
and you're
And then I'm killing,
Killing the prior
hot dog.
lesbian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Remove that hot dog and I'm marrying that bitch.
Alex has some weird things with lesbians, man. They're just women. He's saying this.
So here's the thing.
He keeps getting a pass.
Not bisexual.
No, on the last episode, this guy was slamming Middle Easterners. We didn't say piss. Now he's attacking the lesbians, and he just gets a pass. What is this even Bicker bots
I'm
anymore?
not attacking lesbians.
I'm afraid.
Somebody needs to. You know what?
I mean, do you have anything to say against lesbians?
I'm just saying, like,
Well, Pac hates fat people.
I
He's
don't
been
hate
very
them.
vocal about.
I don't hate
They're-
them.
You
What the
said
fuck?
they shouldn't be
Because
allowed to
that
exist.
implies that I have feelings for them. I'm completely apathetic.
my
If
God.
all the fat people in the world
that's the most
just disappeared,
liberal thing
I would
you've
feel
ever
nothing.
said on this podcast.
Holy balls!
I would
Okay,
feel
so I'm
nothing.
kind of mad when I said the date rape holiday song. Nobody even blinked an eye. Do you guys know what song I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah, good job, fuckers. It's an actual song that's
Why?
a guy-
Wait,
Hold
hold
on,
on.
like,
Wait,
why
you were
should I
way
know
too
that?
smug. Yeah, you were way too smug
Yeah.
about that. Like,
Your
oh,
smug
good job,
level doesn't-
fuckers.
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, why would no one say, like, well, which song are you talking about?
Oh, we
Because
didn't
it's
fall for your
about
setup?
date rape?
Yeah.
Because you're always talking about date rape and rape in some form. I would just
Some form of
assume-
rape.
Yeah,
I
just
think this is the
assume-
first time I've
Wait,
ever
wait,
brought
wait.
it up.
In
Did
the
you-
past 10 minutes, yeah.
Do you idolize
Anyways.
Bill Cosby?
No, but I
I
like
do.
NyQuil. So, anyways,
You ever
What-
taken Dayquil and NyQuil at the same time? Mellow you right out.
Also give you like kidney failure.
Sound like a-
So
oh, does it really?
it's the song
No,
"Baby
no.
It's Cold Outside," right? If you listen to it, she's like, "Hey, I need to go home." He goes, "Hey, have a drink."
it's cold outside.
Yeah. "Hey, I need to go." He's like, "No, sit back down on the couch." But
Can
I
you
need
sing
to
it
go.
for me? Because I don't know
I
what
can't sing for
You're not.
shit.
You're no crooner.
Yeah, not at all.
Now those jowls.
You
Not
sing it,
with
fucker.
those jowls.
What the fuck is that? That's it. I'm done with this shit.
All right. I got a topic. What are the unwritten rules of where you work?
Oh, no
Ooh, that's a good
politics, no
one.
religion.
We
That's
break those
not-
rules.
that is not-
break those rules on a daily
okay,
basis.
in like
Daily.
normal work environments, it's not a good idea.
I think the only unwritten rule we have that gets broken is no work talk at lunch. We have people that won't shut
that
the
gets
fuck up
broken
about
all
work.
the time. I'm
Oh,
guilty of
that gets broken all the
You
time.
don't put
Yeah,
your
I'm
dick in
guilty.
company ink.
There's no ink at the company, so it's
Yeah.
not a worry.
That's
But
true.
you know what I'm saying? Like, don't bang who you work with. It's a bad idea.
It's
Take it from my
It's not a
personal experience.
Good idea.
Do not date people you work
it's see. There's limp factors to this, though. I mean, are we talking 6 and above or 6
Doesn't
and below?
matter
It
if she's
does
a-
matter.
If I'm single and there's a 10 that I work with,
Yeah, we're humping. Broom closet,
printer.
break
with. Someone's
room.
gonna come back and bite you in
sink.
the ass, man.
That's fine.
It's a
I
nightmare.
don't mind
I
that
feel
either.
like there's a story behind this.
I'm not telling them.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's all right.
What?
Maybe for another podcast.
All right.
Have you ever dated anybody you worked with?
Date?
Date, fuck, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
There was a long period of time like that was
It
my.
didn't work out. I did not. She was dissatisfied.
So I think before the internet made it big. Before the
This is not,
internet
this is
made
not
it
the
big, that
first
was
time
that
you're
was my.
taking a shot at
I know,
yourself
I know. Like, hold on.
for your performance
Wait,
in
like,
the bedroom,
I know,
bro.
like she was dissatisfied. Like, like,
This is okay. There's this weird
like
thing.
you
where-
gave it your all, and then she
No,
was like,
I'm
she
gonna
was
break
like-
it down. Okay, I'm gonna break it down. So I'm not gonna say the number of women that I've been with, but there's been different reactions.
67.
And a few of the no, that's just gross. A few of those.
I thought that was kind of low.
Okay. A few of those. Anyway, a few of those have had this reaction where it's like, meh.
Wow,
Like
really?
not the
Just like to
overwhelming
your
majority.
face? Well-
Oh yeah, not like the overwhelming majority.
Wait.
Are we gonna do this? Are we gonna get that personal on this and
Hold
tell
on,
these stories?
hold on. Are
I'm
you,
really confident. Like I don't
Okay,
have.
great, let's do
I'm
it.
hold on,
okay
are
with.
you, wait. So I just to be clear, because I'm dense, right? we're talking about dick size.
No. We're talking about sexual
Oh,
just
okay, okay,
performance.
okay, okay.
So
Oh, okay,
wait. So
fine,
you guys
okay.
are done. You're pillow talking, and you're like, "Hey, how was that?" And she's like, "Yeah."
No, well, I would never. That's really corny. I would never just come out and say, "How was my performance this evening?"
I mean,
Bust out like
no,
a survey
it's-
sheet.
so they can just
But
fill
no,
out the
it's-
survey.
No, it's mostly body language, and then you hear they talk, right? You hear it.
Oh yeah, you get
So there's
you get
been. I'm
reviews.
thinking I can see their faces right now.
Yeah.
3 of them come to mind, and they were just like,
and they
were
left you
not,
poor reviews.
Yeah,
Was it
they
just like a bad
1 star?
Was it just like a bad at bat or?
I think they have just been with some like body soul wreckers before me, and I just couldn't follow up. I think is what it was.
Oh, so like they
you know
had
what I'm
like
saying? Some dudes are just
they had
a hard
sex
act to
with
follow.
Fabio, and now they're
Yeah, if Mandingo is number 1 and you're number 12, you're just number 11 of the guys that didn't satisfy her. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, all right, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Yumiko don't complain.
Exactly. I don't need feedback.
Oh dear. All right,
Yeah.
PJ. I think you got something juicy, huh?
No, I just got the bad story, right? So the bad one was met the chick, hooked up, went back, this, that, and the other. Start screwing around. She's I'm cold. Start banging. I'm cold.
Whoa.
Keep banging. Cold.
Was it
It's
actually
all,
cold?
wait.
She was
no,
actually dead.
she just kept saying she was fucking cold. That's the only thing that was the only noise she would make. That's the only thing she would
Was she
say.
mentally handicapped?
No, I wish. But
Okay.
I could have crossed it off the list.
Was she
So
here's strong 7?
Yes. But here's the sad part about all this, right? So, like,
Because that's why you kept.
was that a snort?
You just said you could have crossed it off the list if she was mentally handicapped, and we just glazed right over that. Me and Pack are looking at each other in
glaze
horror.
over it.
Yeah,
I
we're
didn't glaze over it. I'm still reeling from like what list? Oh my god! Like
This is gnarly,
I
man.
don't know if
That
we
is
should go for that.
Is
for the
that
sake
how
of-
you guys think of me? That you just glance right over? Oh yeah, he likes to bang handicap broads. Just keep moving.
No, just the fact that you have some criteria.
Well, it was just so dark, so quick.
Yeah.
There was like no, there
You
was
didn't
no
bat an
setup.
eye.
yeah, there's no setup. Exactly.
You
It's
just
just like,
threw it out
oh my
there.
god! Like
So it was one of those problems. Like, this is why you don't bang chicks you pick up in a bar. We went back to the same bar a couple weeks later, and I saw some buddies I hadn't seen in a while. And I was like, oh shit, there's that chick. And my buddy's like, oh fuck that broad, dude, stay away from her. I was like, wow, what's up? He's like, it's weird as fuck, man. I took her home a couple weeks back. We're fucking our brains out. And all she kept saying is, I'm cold. I'm cold. I was like, oh.
I don't know what you're
weird.
talking about.
Sounds like PTSD.
I'm cold. I'm cold.
I fucking don't know, but I've had the same thing that he's talking about. Like, I had some broads that couldn't walk the next day, and they're calling me the champ and everything. But I don't think about that. I always think about the I'm cold broad.
And she's strong 7.
The I'm cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the conversation like? Like, how did you?
Oh god.
How'd you reel her in?
Drinks.
Last call. Hey, where are you going? Oh, cool. Come with me. It was that easy.
And she was cold. Did you get her a blanket? What was the situation?
We were in a hotel.
Did you turn the heat up?
For those of you who can't see it, Alex and I are fighting for the same cord.
Maybe what was happening was like, were you guys not doing it undercover? Of covers?
Yeah, because like that's how sweat. Like you're gonna end up in a pool on your bed.
I understand that, but maybe that's what she was like trying to like imply. Like, hey, let's get some. Like,
If you're
covers on
fucking
this.
and you're doing it right, your body hate should be fine.
Yeah, I think,
Especially if it's
I
like
don't know.
literally.
I tend to run hot.
I have
Yeah,
no idea.
same.
yeah.
You're gonna wake up and you have like Lake Erie in your bed.
Wait, I hear like, it sounds like a mechanic talking over here.
Yeah, I tend to run.
I hit fourth gear. We just didn't run hot.
All right. What were we even talking
I don't
about?
even remember now.
I don't know, but Europe's first sex robot
Yeah.
brothel has been forced
Her
to
name's
move
brothel.
Oh,
after
yeah.
real life prostitutes complain about the sex doll stealing their business.
That's right.
All right, so I'm gonna side with the prostitutes because first of all, like, who's really satisfied from fucking this generation's sex work?
I don't know yet. And see, that brings me to our next topic.
Or is it the prostitutes that are trash?
Okay, first off, you have a lot of hate for sex robots and lesbians.
And Middle Easterners.
Yeah, so we're going to let the psychiatrist at bickerbotspodcast@gmail.com answer all this. But here's the other thing we have to start garnering support for.
Gardening?
Garnering.
That. So what we're
That's all we said. No, I was correcting you, PJ.
So
English.
Bickerbots Podcast is starting a GoFundMe page, and please, we're reaching out to you guys. There's homeless
us money.
kids, there's hungry people, there's a ton of charities, but we want you to ignore all that and help us buy a sex robot for the podcast.
Give us money.
We're looking to raise about $6,000.
Times 4.
How much is a sex robot?
About
About
$6,000.
$6,000.
Excellent.
What are you buying? What do you get in that
A
package?
life partner.
Wait.
Happiness.
Stop it.
I'm
We're
buying
not gonna.
happiness.
Are we gonna use sex robot?
Some of us are.
Well, I'm getting it shipped here, so I get first crack. After
But
that,
I don't want to go in after any of you guys.
Well, make sure I go first.
No,
and then you guys.
I'm
right.
getting
No.
it shipped here.
Wait, have y'all seen
Well.
Serenity? You know, like the
Again, that was
Firefly?
a spin-off of Firefly, so
no, it's not a spin-off.
no, it's
It was the movie.
It was the movie for Firefly.
right because
Again,
To appease the
nerd card, horrible fucking
okay,
show.
Mister, I want to fuck Batman.
Oh.
At no point in time did I say that.
Well, you said it with your body language.
but Batman, if you are listening,
So I got a question. So when the sex robots do truly become self-aware, then will we no longer be able to mandate that they're prostitutes, or will that now be sexual
Well,
slavery?
they'll probably have human rights. At that point, prostitution will probably be like regulated.
so there's that one in Saudi Arabia that's got more rights than the women
Yeah,
there.
it's fucking Saudi Arabia. And if
Well,
we were
I mean,
talking
just
about
saying.
like a Western European country, then we have something to talk about. This is Saudi Arabia.
So the worry is, will the sex robots spread STDs? And I think
Yes,
the
because
research,
they're porous.
yeah,
Yep.
we found out yes.
Yeah, sexually transmitted infections inside the pores. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
So-
a bitch if you
Well,
caught AIDS from a sex
Well,
robot?
you're not getting AIDS. It would be something more topical, not something internal.
Like
Why
well,
wouldn't
like
you catch AIDS?
herbs?
because unless if you have cuts along your penis, open sores, then yeah.
AIDS can be transferred through like seminal fluid.
Again, so what this is, what it means is in the pores of the robot vagina, your skin is coming into contact with these things. It's not like it's going inside of the penis.
All right, let's say some guy's got a big old herp on top of his
Yes,
dick.
that could work. The
explodes.
virus could exist inside the pores
and he
and not
bleeds inside and you catch HIV.
right. That you need a perfect storm of sex robots.
It could happen. That's statistically possible. Fuck that.
Would you ever use a condom with a sex robot?
PJ says no.
It depends.
Why don't they just make like a what do you call it? Like a one use?
if the vaginas are like disposable, then no.
That's what I'm getting at. Why not just have
Exactly.
a disposable
Yeah,
one time
yeah.
use?
No,
Because
vagina?
it's going to be too much mechanics.
Yeah, but it keeps people from getting the
How
herp.
is it too much mechanics? People they literally have fleshlights where like it's just
yes,
warm
that's
jelly.
a fleshlight. I'm not paying $6,000 for a fucking fleshlight.
I mean, you essentially are now.
What he's saying is the quality of the current sex robots is not.
They're basically fleshlights.
I
It's
have
really
yet
not
to
that
see
impressive.
the schematics on one, but I imagine it's got
Schematics.
gears and servos in there that are
No.
massaging and
Well, that's what
fucking
we would
Kegeling
envision.
you.
That's the future of sex with robots.
And if you're not making them that way, please listen to me.
Yeah.
I have some notes.
We have They just use STI as sexually transmitted infection versus disease.
How are sex robots cutting into prostitutes' business? I think that sounds more like the problem with the business.
They might be cheaper.
prostitutes can say
Yeah,
no?
but like it's not the same experience.
So
It's not.
I think you're heavily discounting the drive that most
the people
have.
are fucking cheap and don't want to pay for anything.
I
good.
think
Yes.
Alex, what I think you're not getting the point of is having that soulless, lifeless looking into that dead body while you're humping it.
You just made my fucking skin crawl, man.
It's graphic.
Who doesn't think about fucking a corpse? I mean, come on now.
Fucking necro? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Oh my God. So of course, my English fails me every once in a while,
It
right?
does.
I was
Well,
telling somebody one time, I was like, fuck, man, I'm so
I'm
tired. And they're
genuinely
like,
concerned that he might have like killed
Fucked up-
somebody.
yeah, or fucked a dead body?
I'm genuinely
No, I'm
concerned.
not. That's too
So-
much work.
I was telling him, I was like, man, I'm so fucking tired. And I meant to say I was a narcolepsy. I think I'm a fucking narcolepsy. And I go, man, I'm so tired because I think I necrophilia. They're like, what, you're up all night digging up dead bodies? The fuck? And I'm like, oh, fuck.
That was a
They
gimme.
weren't all women either.
What do you got?
This is old shit, man, because it's been so long.
Well,
Navy draws dicks in the skies. Give
No,
those
I
guys
got
an
you.
award.
I got you right. Yeah.
There should be. I put a bunch of topics on there.
Yeah,
we
I
haven't
got the
touched one of mine.
Oh,
yeah. What's the best dog breed?
Pitbull.
So my girlfriend's sister's boyfriend has a pit
Goddamn, can we get a little bit more delineation here?
has a pit lab mix. It's
Sounds stupid.
actually really cool. He's like the body of a lab, but his head is like Pitbull. It's like massive.
That sounds gross.
But like he's like super buff. It's like a buff lab. It's like really cool.
Ew.
And he's like, but he wouldn't harm a fly. He just
Did-
looks really.
Do the Koreans have a national dog?
yes.
Don't they eat their dogs?
No.
They do.
They
K-
do.
Not the
Doggy.
national dogs.
Oh,
Oh,
not the national.
What
dog.
dog? What's
they
the national?
eat their mutts. They
Yeah,
eat the
but-
mutts.
But what's the national dog? A chow or something?
It's
or-
a shindo.
Shindo.
Okay, what's
Chindo,
your what's your
Chindo.
dog pick?
Kindle.
Neapolitan Mastiff.
I have no clue what the fuck that is.
Really obscure.
I have this weird obsession with this dog breed.
What does it look
Do you
like?
have one?
No, they're like.
Short-
So here's the thing,
Short hair,
right?
long hair.
No, short hair. So here's the thing. This is like if I could have one gift for myself, it'd be a Neapolitan Mastiff puppy, a blue. It's a mastiff. It's a big dog, right? But it's also the Romans used them they were like fighters.
Oh,
And
nice.
they had the folds.
Yeah.
So anyway, so it's like typically around $3,000. But I always told myself I'll never pay that much for a dog. Turn around, I got a $4,000 bulldog for my wife. Yeah, I'm stupid.
$3,000 for a puppy. That seems reasonable.
So we were talking about doing this segment downstairs. Pac speaks fluent Hangul.
I don't speak fluent, I want to say.
Oh, now we got disclaimers all of a sudden.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to practice my Hangul on mic, and Pac could tell you guys, 1, what I'm saying, and 2, how bad I am.
Okay, this sounds fun.
Wait,
Go
so
it.
for any Korean listeners, please, go ahead.
Yeah, please write us at bickerbotspodcast@gmail.com to tell us how wrong Pac is. Tell us how wrong Pac is. All right, get at it.
We already hit this one, but Chaji Badajo Juseo.
That's actually not
One,
bad.
what did I say?
I think it is bad.
Wait, 1, how's the pronunciation?
차지 빨아주세요.
Yeah, see the
See,
difference?
he says it so... Okay,
He says it like
you
a
know
Korean
why?
person would
Yeah,
say
of
it.
course,
but
you can understand what I'm saying, right?
It's because you're
Cleveland
putting,
accent.
You're putting the cuts in the words in the wrong places. So you're kind of saying like apple, no app, and then pull is good.
Well, no shit. It's not my first or third language.
So what he said,
Mexican,
what he said is
first.
Filipino,
please suck my
then
dick.
Cleveland
See
English.
that? Please suck my dick.
차지
No, thank you.
빨아주세요.
This helps you if you go traveling.
So just
There's an app for that.
Okay.
if you want to hear it the correct way, it's 차지, which means dick, 빨아주세요, which means please suck it.
Okay.
So that's one word. Parajusio.
Yes, and that's a formal version of it.
How
So
about...
it's-
See, I
How
was
does-
formal. I was polite.
Please suck it. How is there one word for please suck it?
So para, right? Or paro? I'm not sure. That means suck, right? Or to suck, right?
Okay, so it's not one word.
주세요 is to do it. So yeah,
So, Mikju Juseo.
give me a beer. That was actually pretty good.
Tambe Juseo.
Give me a cigarette.
Does everything in with juseo with
Just
you?
like
It just-
please or
it-
give
yeah,
me.
It just means give it to me.
One chaji imeda.
Did you say you have one dick?
I have the king dick.
well,
왕 자지입니다.
One chaji
No,
imeda.
왕.
Wang.
W-A-N-G. But like
Wang.
왕 자지입니다. But that's not like the correct way to say that either. Like that's not like really how you say like.
Well, so what did I say?
So like you're trying
Something
to
about a
basically say I have
small
a big
Filipino
dick,
wiener.
right?
Oh, I have a big dick.
all right, moving on. This is boring now. So hashtag Keaton Strong. Anybody tracking this?
Oh my God. So are you a fan of this?
I'm a fan of what you have to say about it.
Oh, are you a fan of the racist ass parents?
Yeah, so you're the Twitter crowd. So there's two distinct crowds.
How's there
Break it
two
down.
Twitter
No, no,
dogs?
no.
First of all, for those who don't know, you got it, Alex.
No, go ahead, please,
tell
go ahead.
everybody. No, you don't
Oh,
talk
okay.
nearly enough. Get in there.
All right, so there's this kid. He made a video. He basically gets bullied at school, and like he talked about it, and people feel sorry for him. His mom made a GoFundMe, and he ended up raising like something ridiculous.
70.
Yeah, $70,000. It was insane
For
amount-
what?
Hold on, he's getting there.
for the kid because he gets bullied.
Just money because he's getting bullied?
Well, his dad's in jail because his dad's a white supremacist.
Oh, spoiler
Yeah,
alert.
Spoiler alert. So hold on. So like that wasn't really like Twitter basically did some investigation and found out that the parents are like mad racist, like KKK members, like super bad people, and but yeah, they raised all this money for this kid, but like I said, they came after the fact. They basically
Yeah.
thought it was a scam.
yeah.
I heard the kid got beat up for dropping a hard N-bomb.
Actually,
and the kids beat him up.
so what's hilarious is that if you look on social media on Facebook, everyone like there's no offense white people, but white people are like, oh, this kid is like so like, and they're giving him all this money.
And celebrities.
Meanwhile, on Twitter, black people are flaming the shit out of this kid. Like, man, fuck this kid and his parents. Like, people get bullied. Deal with it.
Like everybody came out to him. Chris Evans invited him to the Avengers
Dude,
premiere.
it's-
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, it was that
It was
kid.
viral,
Yeah.
dude.
It was that
Celebrities,
kid.
celebrities,
Yeah.
celebrities.
Did the celebrities know about like the,
No,
the
Now
Now they do, but at the time they didn't. Only
Some of them are like, screw this kid. And then other ones are like, it's
Basically
not,
all
don't
of
blame
Twitter.
him, blame
for
his
his parents?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
right. But that's the Facebook crowd. Those are the ones who were like being sentimental towards it.
Okay. This is hilarious because now the kid's probably being bullied like even like
They said he
more
is.
or
They
something.
they had to pull him out of school.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like
But I think the kid's got what, a cleft palate or something like that.
Well, he
Yeah,
has a
but-
scar that runs around the side of his head.
And he has a clip. But like,
Yeah.
okay. So honestly, yeah, you shouldn't. Wait, what did the kid say though? Like
What do you mean?
Was the kid being like a little shit?
no. It was actually like a really moving video. If you watched it with no context,
Yeah.
Like,
No, I mean, but contextually, was he being racist in school? Was he being a little?
No, that
shit?
was
No.
the rumor I heard.
Okay,
the
but it
rumor
wasn't
I read-
substantiated. That
Yeah,
was not.
that's substantiated.
Okay, so then my attitude towards this is like, yeah, don't fucking like flame the kid, flame the fucking parents.
why are they giving him money because he's being
And-
bullied?
I don't understand. No, I don't understand that. Like,
Because the mom asked to have the kid to have a good Christmas, but
Ooh.
Ah.
70 stacks.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
trust me.
ridiculous. Yeah. I'm a little salty. Like I'm like, I got bullied. You know, like where was my 70 grand? Yeah, you know, like
I mean, Bickerbots at podcast@gmail.com is only asking for $6,000 to buy a sex robot.
Plenty of more reasons.
Well, we need 18,000 because we all need one, but Alex doesn't want
Yeah,
one.
no, I'm good.
Well, I'm hoping we can get them with like interchangeable snatches.
You want to share yours?
No, I'm going to get
each one
mine.
has like
I'm
a
going to
specific
pull it out.
feature set. So like, all right, so you have one line that's like does like.
why are they called snatches?
Well, they're
That's
also
a- that's
called
a lit-
beavers.
That's a legit question.
Why are they called beavers?
Never heard of.
Is it-
No,
vaginas
no,
or-
I know they're called.
I don't know.
I actually don't know the story behind
Yeah,
it.
yeah, like
Because I'm Trump?
Like the word snatch just it has negative connotations, you know. So I'm just kind of like
They all
why
have
they-
negative connotations. Snatch.
Beavers.
But does
Don't
beaver
really,
though?
yeah, exactly. That just
Beaver doesn't, but pussy does.
Okay, but like,
why does pussy have like?
Oh, you
It
said
has
it.
a negative connotation.
yeah, it
remember?
does.
Okay, so like it's funny because it's negative connotation if you call a guy pussy, right?
Yeah.
But in terms of just like referring to it as a part of the female body,
It's not my favorite word.
Which I think is
don't-
fucked up.
Really?
Just think about it. Like,
Out of, like-
pussy can take a pounding. You know what I'm saying? It fucking bleeds every month. Like, it's actually like one of the toughest body parts ever. But if you like barely touch a testicle,
Yeah.
you're on the ground.
If you waft a strong current of air near my balls, I'm going to win.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So I don't understand that.
All right, I got a question for you. A serious question, okay? Who would win in a fight between John Wick and the Punisher?
Ooh.
I'm going Punisher.
No,
Now
John Wick.
substantiate.
Yeah,
Substantiate.
I'm pulling John Wick as
John
well.
Wick.
Why?
Okay, so Punisher, like, he is driven by his vengeance, whereas John Wick, like, yeah, but
For a dog.
here's
or
the
a
here's the
dog.
difference. Yeah, he's going after it because of a dog, and Punisher's going because of his family. So, like, given the resolve, like, it seems like John Wick will be way easier to piss off.
If John Wick can do the stuff that he did over like a dead dog, can you imagine like
Yeah, if he killed his
if
family,
he killed his family,
Yeah.
like what he would do?
like if you change the storyline where his
he-
wife like didn't die of cancer,
Yeah,
like she gets
exactly.
murdered, like
he would probably legitimately
blow
turn into
up
a demon
the entire
and like just like destroy
eastern
everything.
seaboard.
Uber's search for a female CEO has narrowed down to 3 men.
Yeah, that's my topic. Yeah, it was
Good job, Uber.
Are we gender neutral these days?
could be trans men.
Was that it? We're not going to talk about it? That was just a nice...
Well, I said Punisher and everybody shit on me, so I don't.
No, I say Punisher also. I think,
Yeah, okay.
I
What's
think-
your guys' argument?
So for me, the Punisher is a more skilled fighter. So John Wick is an assassin. The Punisher is a soldier with what's with a special operations soldier that some would say there's a little bit more going on there. with
Really?
him.
Than
There's
an
a bit of-
assassin?
Yeah,
Okay, so
exactly.
if you-
What-
if you
they're
put
trying
these-
to kill each other, right?
Yeah.
What is an assassin really good
His
at?
job is
Well, ambush
Great.
and secret.
But killing their target.
Okay, so you have to set up the scenario. Do they meet in an alleyway, or do they say, "Hey, that guy wants to kill you, and that guy wants to kill
All right,
you"? Who
put
wins
one
first?
in Tokyo, you put the other in New York.
Punisher.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. Have you watched it on Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm still going
okay,
with
hold on.
Punisher,
Which
man.
universe are we talking about? We're talking Netflix?
All
so we're
the
talking the first movie or the
universes.
second movie?
Any
All
universe.
comics, all the universes.
Any of them. Punisher, hands
No.
down.
John Wick,
Punisher.
for sure.
All right, we're just going to be split
It's
on this
Keanu
one.
Reeves, man.
I'm
You
just gonna
can't kill the one.
I'm going to make a ruling. You guys are fucking idiots. Punisher wins. The Russian Olympic team has been banned from the 2018 games in South Korea because of
No one cares.
the doping program. Nobody cares, huh? Future movie tech favorite.
Well, explain that. I was just reading that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you have a piece of tech from a movie that's
So like some pretend
I mean,
tech that I would like to have.
It's a softball, but I would go with the Back to the Future car. I'd go with the DeLorean. No,
There's better
Too many
time
things.
machines
There's
out
too many-
there.
I want a lightsaber, but like that's there's
yeah,
so
but
many.
what are you
things.
gonna do with it? You just gonna cut fucking bread, make
Yeah,
sandwiches?
there's
I mean,
swords right now. You ain't doing nothing with those.
I will slay my enemies and
Oh,
You ain't
salt the
slaying
ground.
nothing. You're gonna slay.
If I had a lightsaber, I would though.
I mean, if you could, like, theoretically, you could, like, stop a bullet with a lightsaber. So if like you just like
no, you're not stopping
If
the
you
bullets.
just,
It's just
if you just wiggle it real fast back
Real
and
fast
forth.
back and forth.
Yeah.
impenetrable.
I'm trying to think of what tech I would like. I can't think of anything.
Hell, I would want the fucking what is it? The holodeck from Star Trek or the materializer from Star
That's what I was
Trek.
gonna say. The
You know,
transportation from Star Trek.
I'm taking either of those.
I keep thinking Iron Man
teleport
suit
anywhere?
for some reason. I can't think of anything else.
with a materializer, you can make the Iron Man suit.
Yeah, that's a catch-all right there.
Yeah.
But the holodeck is probably the shit. I can go in there and play Westworld.
Sex robot from AI.
Yeah, but the holodeck I can make sex.
Okay, okay.
robots.
Exactly.
Here's my counterpoint for AI. So, have y'all seen? Damn it. What's that?
Bicentennial Man.
No, it's the movie.
Westworld.
AI.
Toys.
No, it's the movie where
Alien
there was a
Resurrection.
female, and she was
Jesus
she was,
Christ
a, she was a
Superstar.
robot, and she ended
Ghost in the Shell.
up no, she ended up turning on her creators.
Oh,
Back to the
Ex
Future.
Ex
Machina.
Machina.
Ex-
Yeah,
Ex
yeah.
Machina. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ex Machina. That is my. Wait, what did you say?
That's my game.
That's
when
my-
people are trying to remember the names of things, I try to throw out as many random names as I can.
That's my
throw 'em off.
counterpoint for sex robots. Is they're going to turn
So you
sentient
just
and kill
naturally
us
assume
all.
that they're going to want to kill us?
Yes,
Here you go.
It's not
because
it's not
Google did an experiment between two AI. So they basically their
I've seen
their
this.
whole
by the
thing
way.
was to collect apples. It was like a 10 by 10 board, right? And they released it to AI, and basically they go around to collect the apples. But once there weren't enough apple trees to pick from, they started attacking each other.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So like they were trying to see the behavior if they would either work with each other to like share or whatever, or if they would like go at each
immediately
other's.
just defaulted.
Yeah, it defaulted
Jesus.
to murdering each other.
That's the shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's because. Is it because like people are programming this maybe and like that,
I'm
like,
trying to think of the machine
all they
logic.
did the only logic that they put in there is to collect apples.
Right. So what's preventing it from collecting the rest of the apples?
It's the other robot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just logic.
no right, but like what's preventing them from
They,
cooperating?
yeah, I say they could have
They
cooperated.
can't cooperate.
Why
No,
not?
Because
Until-
you have my
So
apples.
if that was a situation, if that was a scenario that they put in where cooperation could have yielded the same result, why didn't they choose a cooperation?
Because it's not-
it can't.
Okay, so you're looking at it the
What do
wrong
you
way.
mean you can't?
You got robot A, robot B, right? And you tell robot A, collect as many apples as you can. You tell
As
robot
you
B,
can.
collect as many apples as you can.
You can. Yeah.
So instantly, one of them is going to say, fuck, if I kill the other one, I can double all the
Okay,
apples.
I
I get.
so
understand
plot
that, I
twist,
understand it, but
the
the-
two
the-
robots were outfitted with lasers,
Ooh.
but like while there was enough plentiful, they didn't fire once. It wasn't until they was down to I think 4 trees that they started shooting it.
Yeah, probably because they knew, if I can get 51 apples versus your.
I think the logic is a lot more complicated than that.
Yeah, I
That's
think
what-
so too.
that-
Because like at that
No,
point,
I think you're really overthinking
no, at that
it.
point
Yeah.
it could have
I
been
think you're
even.
trying to apply,
Like how do they
like,
have the
human
foresight
thoughts.
to know that like there's already this many left, and there's another person gathering apples.
Okay, can I
The
just
only
interrupt?
Objective was
Were these AI robots or were these simple robots following
No.
a
no,
program?
no, these were AI.
Okay.
And they were given basically given incentive. Like, hey, go gather apples. That was it. That was the only function.
Okay, you ever
That was
seen
written
two
for that.
kids at
And
an
they were
Easter
given
egg
lasers.
hunt?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Take two kids at an Easter egg hunt.
Right.
Go collect as many eggs as you want, right?
Yeah, they're not gonna
They
work
don't-
together.
They don't work together at all. No,
But they're
actually,
not.
You'll see these kids steal eggs from other kids'
Right.
baskets and put it in theirs. It's
Okay, I mean, yeah, that's
That's
what
human
I'm-
nature, though.
Yeah,
These
that's
are
what
robots.
my point is. That's what it's because they were programmed by people, and like inherently,
That's
like
always going to be the
yeah,
flaw.
exactly. Like it's
oh,
because
we're just robots. We're flesh robots.
sure.
You're a flesh robot.
I am a flesh
Sex
robot.
robot.
I am a
So,
meat
on the
popsicle.
weekends?
Have you seen the California fires?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who
How bad is it?
hasn't?
It's not funny anymore. I made a joke about it a long time ago. It's not funny anymore.
Seriously.
Did you know that they're emptying the prisons out and they're having prisoners go out there and fight the fires?
That's
they get their freedom after they fight?
interesting.
No, they're paying them $1 a day to go do it.
I mean, that's
Oh,
prison
whoa.
labor.
It's
We
either
can
$1
talk
a day or
about-
$1 an hour, one
California
of the two.
burn if you want me to fight fires for $1.
I don't know if are they like being put in danger for this?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
so,
fire.
Like, seriously.
Firefighters die all the time.
And you got to imagine they're criminals, so they're probably on a chain. So if Billy
That's kind
dies,
of crazy.
It's a recipe for disaster.
everybody goes.
All right. I got one. So when Mike Pence was in a fraternity, and they were having a party, and they had a keg or whatever, and they ended up getting busted, and they ended up writing him out. Do you think he broke bro code for basically selling his people up the road?
No, I think he's a politician, and it's just training.
Really, you gonna sell out your boys like over a kegger? Because it was a dry campus. I think that was the premise.
So
It was a
that's
dry-
the difference between a frat and, say, a military unit or fuck anything else.
Bunch of guys
but like the
behind Home
whole
Depot.
premise of a fraternity, like is
So-
Brotherhood.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
let's look at fraternity. A bunch of rich fucks that sit around,
Not
usually
necessarily.
trust fund babies. Well, I'm sure Pence went to a goddamn
Oh yeah. Pinch
trust
was the one.
fund
Yeah.
fraternity, you know?
I'm thinking of Lambda Phi or something. I don't know.
The
And you pick him as your vice president, like that's
I
an
didn't pick
instant
him.
red
He
flag.
just picked Trump. He didn't. Pick
I'm saying, but
Pence.
like Trump, though, like that's a huge red flag for me. You're gonna rat
You
out.
name a politician that doesn't have a red flag up their ass.
Bernie Sanders.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He owes money to all these cities across the country.
I said that
Oh
facetiously.
yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, he
It's
owes
his
for the
wife.
security. No, he owes for the security in his campaign. Like, you have to pay the cities for all the overtime and all the bullshit. And he just stiffed a bunch of cities.
Real quick, I have a Korean question. So like, I know porn is basically illegal there.
It's illegal.
I don't
It's
understand.
illegal?
It's illegal
straight
in
up
Korea,
illegal.
Yeah. In
Illegal.
Yeah, like it's blocked on the internet. So
Don't they have like places where there's just like brothels?
Oh, you
Korea?
mean prostitution?
Yeah,
Yes, they do.
that's interesting.
It's not legal.
okay.
Oh,
You
okay.
never
But,
seen him?
but like it's one of those like, oh, just turn your head the other way kind of
Shit, it's kind of hard to miss, man. You drive down the street,
Yeah,
right?
that was my impression of it. I never
And they're
been.
we would call them the glass house districts,
Anyways.
right? So it would be these big buildings just made solid, all four walls of glass, bright as can be, every light you can imagine in there, and they're all sitting there in like fucking pretty little prom dresses, and you'd see the older Korean men just dig through and pick one up, and the girl would start to like cry and freak out and shit. He's like, shut up, your family owns the mafia money, bring me that ass.
That is really gross.
I've never heard of that.
So like, back to my point. This is the like.
Have you ever been to Korea?
no.
Oh,
Wow.
okay, cool. While I was there on
But
TV, like
but,
K-pop
but
video.
my parents like lived there.
Okay. What do
They
you got,
grew up
Alex?
there.
Like,
Ask them about
yeah.
the glass
Korean.
houses.
So it's like K-pop videos and things like that. Like mostly what I would notice on television is that like it was very like sexually charged, but nothing like overtly explicit. But like it's literally everywhere. It's like everyone's just like
Yeah.
I don't know, like
Did you see how they sell soda in the stores? So they'll have girls in like bikinis and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like just in a regular grocery store, you'd be walking down the aisle and you hit the end cap, and there's two girls on a platform, and they'll just pop the music on as soon as you walk by. Buy the soda, buy the soda, buy the soda, and they just bounce their ass all over the place.
So I just think there's something that's interesting. Every person in here has touched Korean soil except for Pac.
You're assuming that I'm from America.
You just said you've never been to Korea.
I'm saying you could just like
Yeah, of course.
you could fly to Seoul like real cheap and just like spend a few days
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
You should go, dude.
Anyways.
Like it's so great.
Anyways. So what was your question?
Oh, and I was just wondering, like, so since like literally everything is like sexual, like every commercial I saw, like everything was just like super over sexualized, but like porn's illegal and like it's super frowned upon. I just don't really understand that. It's like everyone like it's like a part of the culture, but it's not. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you have hookers walking the street. Yeah, you guys aren't
Yeah,
supposed to watch
I mean,
porn.
that's
And
just-
like all of your commercials like have like
all of you.
females with
He's never been.
Yeah, and I'm not Korean, guys. I'm a
Have you
fucking
ever-
American.
Have you ever seen the Korean commercial with the girl's eating the ramen and she's slurping it, but you can't see anything but her slurping?
yeah, dude. And there's another one like that's very similar to that, and I was just like, I was literally mind blown. I was like, and porn is illegal in this country?
So there was one that fucked me up. It was on like we were watching Disney or some shit, and these girls are all sitting there, and they're in bikinis, and they walk up, and they have a tiny little bonsai bush in front of them, and it's right over their crotch. And what do? They pull out the brand new Schick blade, and they start shaving the bush. It is the funniest shit I ever seen.
That's the kind of shit I'm talking about.
I mean, I don't know what. Like, I don't
Japan's right next door,
Yeah.
and like porn's literally plastered over the place.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
It's hard to
I
miss.
have no idea.
So future tech. How about this one? Demolition Man. Do you remember where they went in? They slept for the amount of years, and Stallone came out, and he wanted to knit.
Yeah.
How would you feel if they assigned our jobs based on our DNA?
Oh, then I would be like the Mad
I
Titan.
don't really
Oh, Jesus
understand
Christ.
how that would even work.
So they would just do your DNA and they'd say, hey, you are best aptitude to fucking shovel snow.
No, I'm saying how they measure that. Like, okay, so
I don't fucking
Oh.
know. It's future tech. Just stop digging into it, Pac. Jesus Christ. You like this one now.
You just called him Pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, goddamn, pay attention.
Yeah.
It's what you do. You pull apart everything.
I want to answer the question.
Yeah, would you be up for that? I would be up for
It
that.
depends on what job I get.
But
What if
the
it's not
premise
my
is
Mad
whatever
Titan?
job they give you is
If
what
I'm
you're...
like a fluffer on like the transgendered
Yeah,
porn
but
channel, I'm not
what if
into
you're the
that.
best fluffer in the world?
that's a stupid idea because whoever like writes the measurement for like based on your DNA, like you supposedly have the aptitude or
I
whatever.
think you just don't want to shovel snow.
No, I just think that's literally the dumbest shit. And I wouldn't be shoveling snow. I'd be picking cotton.
Yeah, but then they.
Oh. I think you're too tall to do that. He'd be more apt for it.
I would
Yeah,
get
he's
back.
closer to the
No,
ground.
no, no. I'll be in the
They-
rice fields.
Oh,
Oh.
I would.
what is happening?
Where are you going?
You started.
The railroad?
No, wherever like superior beings go.
Oh, that's bullshit. I'll be up in the think center
Maybe.
thinking up things.
I would just be scared like they would pick the wrong person to be like the commander.
I'm saying like
I mean the president. The commander-in-chief, the
Commander-in-chief.
president.
We have a fine one right now.
Yeah.
All right, what you got?
8 years from now, we'll see what's up.
Receiver gloves in the gym.
Yeah, so I keep seeing these guys with the goddamn football gloves in the gym.
Wait, receiver
What?
gloves?
Yeah.
Really?
Doing
Yeah.
what?
Seems probably
Lifting.
disgusting.
With receiver gloves?
Yeah.
that sounds stupid.
Do you know why?
No,
It's
I
for the
don't.
grip.
I didn't know what receiver
No.
gloves were until you
So
just.
not only the grip, but they're sticky.
Yeah, they're sticky
Oh.
and they're like it's sort of like a rubbery sticky.
now I want receiver gloves. What's the problem?
Yeah, they're like glue. So when that guy's doing
It's
chin-ups and you come in after him,
disgusting.
you're grabbing that same glue.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds like a you problem and not a me problem.
Also,
though.
I bet you those
I got the gloves
Just
on.
get
smell like
gloves.
shit.
Just get receiver
Just
gloves.
get receiver gloves.
Yeah, so fuck you people. Such a goddamn liberal asshole answer. Heck, is there anything in that
That's
bag?
for sure a party fill.
All right. We good here?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I looked at Pac's body language and he was about to like pass
Done,
out and
yeah.
piss his
I'm
pants.
surprised we don't have the meat sweats.
Yeah. All right. Rock 'em.
Sock 'em.
Go
Go
fuck yourself.
yourselves.
A classic, and at the same time,